Okay, I think this is going to be a lot of fun. So I'm getting ready for the reading rush. Going to put my TBR together. I'm not going to follow the regular prompts, which they're perfectly fine. I have no problem with them. I'm going to do mine a little bit different. So something I have done in the past is I'll put on Facebook and ask my friends to either, so one time I did like comment with a GIF and I'll pick a book based on that GIF, or comment with like an emoji or a series of like 3 or 4 emojis. I'll pick a book based on that, and then that's what I'll read. This time I'm doing predictive text. So I said start the sentence with read a book about, and then let your predictive text finish it. I will pick books on that. So this is how I'm going to choose my TBR for the reading rush. I'm hoping I'm going to get, a lot of people participating. I have before, so I won't read all of these, but they'll be the books that I'm choosing from. So I am ready to get started. Okay, so I've gotten the first response, and it is read a book about the same thing as you are not. I love this one. It can go so many different directions. Let me see what I can find. So my first thought is maybe like bio-memoir, but most of these are about women. Maybe a graphic novel would be good for this one. Maybe there's like a non-human character. Okay, I looked through both of these. Most of them have female main characters, and the ones that don't, I have only like the first issue of. I don't have like a full bind up. So not that one. These 2 shelves are historical fiction. But again, as I'm looking at it, most of these are about women. So, I mean, I'm good at picking female characters, but that's not what, I could just pick, I may have to get creative. You know what would have been really good for this one is one of my books with a transgender main character, or written by a trans person. The same thing as you are not. Trans women are women, but I am not trans. That would have been great, but I've read all 3 of those. Wait, this is perfect because I'm forgetting something. So in my post on Facebook, I said I wasn't going to limit it to the physical books I own, because the last 2 times I did this type of game I have, because I wanted to like read my own books. But okay, so for this I'm including ebooks and audiobooks, so things I can get from Libby or Hoopla, or ones that I just have in my like e-library. Anyway, I can still pick a trans book. This is fantastic. Let me take a look. I'll tell you what I pick. Okay, wonderful news. I found an ebook on Libby that I've heard of before, so I'm excited to read it. It is called Beyond Magenta, Transgender Teens Speak Out, edited by Susan Cookland. I'm very excited. On to the next one. Okay, next comment was, read a book about a great time for you to come back. That suggests historical fiction, so let's take another look at that shelf. So I'm looking at the historical fiction shelf, and like most of history was not great for women, so I'm thinking of looking somewhere else. You know what, I used to be a theater major, so maybe I should pick a play. I think that would be good. Okay, and it has to be one I haven't read yet. So I have not read, let me take a look. Alright, I am going with As You Like It by William Shakespeare. And if you are intimidated by Shakespeare, honestly, try No Fear Shakespeare. Because it has the original text on one side, and then the other side is like translated to, it simplifies the language, and it includes notes, like historical notes, character notes, just things like that, for every line of the play. So, doing this one-handed. So, honestly, No Fear Shakespeare, recommended. I am going to read As You Like It. Okay, next prompt is read a book about that one day and then it was just a fun day. So, do I have a book that takes place all in one day? That's what I'm thinking. So I walked over to my mystery shelves because we haven't been here yet, but these usually take longer than a day to solve, so maybe not mystery yet. Maybe something with day in the title? Maybe I have one of those? Okay, I could look back at the mysteries then. Hold on. Okay, I don't think I have any books with day in the title, or anything that takes place all in one day, or is even about one particular day. So I'm gonna have to get creative with this. Alright, I haven't looked at young adult or middle grade yet. So maybe a story about a fun day is likely to be over here somewhere. Well, that didn't work either. I've already read most of these, for one. And then I have a book called Leap Day. I've already read it. So, This is taking too long. I need to pick. Maybe I should just pick something I could easily read in a day. I think I might have to go that way. Okay, so for the prompt, read a book about that one day and then it was just a fun day. I'm going to go with a book I can read in one day. This is 178 pages, so I'm going to read it in one day and hopefully that'll be a fun day because hopefully I will enjoy this book, The Ocean at the End of the Lane by Neil Gaiman. Okay, so the next one, and of course this one is from my sister. Read a book about the cats and the one thing that they have to do before they could go to the bathroom. Okay, well, I'm going to say any book with an animal, preferably a cat, is going to be what I'm going to choose for this one. I'll keep it simple. I am going to go with Wolf to the Slaughter by Ruth Rendell. I know a wolf is not a cat, and I don't think there's an actual wolf, but maybe I'll be surprised. And up next in the predictive text prompt is, read a book about it now, and it will work out for you. Do you know how much I love you? Oh, that's nice. Okay, but where do I go with this? Actually, hold on, I have an idea for this one. I'm gonna go with You're Never Weird on the Internet, Almost, by Felicia Day. Since I'm starting a YouTube channel, it's kind of weird, but it's me, and it will work out. Okay, so the next predictive text prompt is, and this is a good one, okay. Read a book about the doorbell, and I don't know what to do with the fact that I have to go to the store. Perfect, okay. So I am thinking someone's just going about their daily life and oh my goodness, something happens or someone shows up, long lost whoever. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna go check the shelves. Okay, so person who rings the doorbell out of nowhere on your average day, that says mystery or literary fiction to me. But since I'm choosing books I haven't read before, I don't know which one that includes. Maybe I should just pick something with a house on the cover. Because houses have doorbells. That would count. Alright, I'm going to go with The Lady in the Attic by Tara Randall. So I read this summary, and so this woman moves into this house. I don't know if it was like her, I think it was her grandmother's house, but I don't think her grandmother's still living. So she's looking through the house, she's going through the attic, and she finds this picture of some other woman, like, sitting on the front porch of the house, but she doesn't know who this woman is. So I'm going to say that this counts for someone showing up unexpectedly at the house. Alright, I've got 3 left. The next one is, read a book about it was just going to be the one day in time to do something. Okay, interesting, because that suggests some sort of time travel mishap, because it was just going to be the one day, but as it turns out, let's get looking. I do not have enough science fiction for this. But maybe I could do something in a series? Maybe I'll pick a book in a series. I was looking, I couldn't find anything. I was looking through audiobooks or ebooks, but I finally found one that I have. A Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court by Mark Twain. It's a longer one, but so I don't know if I'll finish it this week, but I'll know if I would like to finish it, so there's that. Alright, our next predictive text prompt is, read a book about a great time for you and your family to come over to the house with us tonight. Okay, so family, some sort of gathering. This will hopefully be easier. So my first thought coming to look at the Agatha Christie books was 13 at Dinner, but I checked Goodreads and I've already read that one, so it can't be that one. Okay, I found a really good one. So I'm going to read Lumberjanes Volume 10, which is issues 37 to 40, and Parents' Day at Camp. Perfect. Alright, we have our next prompt. So this was going to be the last one, but I did get 2 more since then, so I guess I will go until I have caught up to where people have been submitting prompts. So, alright, read a book about that, and it was just fine for me, and it is so much better, and I don't think I can have it for a long day. So to me, I guess that suggests something that you would enjoy doing for an afternoon, but not all day, and not all the time. So, okay, let's find a book like that. Well, this is difficult too. Maybe I should pick a place I would want to visit, but not want to live. Maybe I should do that. Okay, I am going with Spinsters in Jeopardy by Niall Marsh. So the detective in this one is on vacation in France with his family, which I'm sure is a lovely place to live. However, there is a murder, which I'm sure would make me not want to stay in a place either. So this is the one we're going with. All right, the next suggestion is read a book about it in the past week or something that was a necessity. Okay. Maybe I could pick a nonfiction for this one. Some necessary topic. Some current topic. Okay, let me take a look at nonfiction. Okay, so for this one, I'm going with another ebook. And this is one that I've had for a long time from Haymarket that I just haven't read yet. So I'm going to be reading Eco-Socialism, A Radical Alternative to Capitalist Catastrophe by Michael Lowy. Topical, relevant. I'm excited. And the next prompt is, read a book about the cats in Ages Ago and then you had a good night. So again with the cats, but I am thinking historical romance? Well, that was easy. So I went on Hoopla and I searched for Tessa Dare, and so I will be reading A Lady of Persuasion. I'm sure it is exactly like every other historical romance I have read, but I know I'm gonna like it. Alright, so we're on the last prompt. I am so thankful to all of my friends for participating in this. I got a lot of really good ones. I'm excited about the books, but get a load of what the last one is. Read a book about climate change. I just chose a book about climate change, which, hey, now I could change that one, or I could read 2 books about climate change, and you know what I'm gonna do. So I was hoping to find a book about climate change that was maybe not as intense as eco-socialism. And I was like, well, that might be hard to do. So I searched through Goodreads, I looked at what was available on Hoopla and Libby, and I found on Hoopla, so it is called The Madhouse Effect, How Climate Change Denial is Threatening Our Planet, Destroying Our Politics, and Driving Us Crazy by Michael Mann and Tom Tolles. And these are all of the books that I have. I'm gonna be so mad if I drop this. Okay, so these are the ones that I owned physical copies of. Okay, so again, not gonna read all these in one week. It would be really cool if I did, but I know I'm not going to. But this is what I'm gonna be choosing from, and then the ones that I don't finish, I will try and finish over the next several weeks. So again, thank you so much for helping me pick these books. And have a good reading rush.